Hello everyone, Reed here, back with my playthrough of Dark Souls. So today we're gonna go into Blighttown, kill off Quelaag, possibly Ceaseless Discharge, then head on up to Sen's Fortress to kill the Iron Golem and get to Anor Londo. I'm gonna try and make this episode a bit quicker than the last ones, or the last one, I should say, because I could understand entirely if people don't want to watch, a 40-50 minute video on me kind of just running around, not doing a whole lot. So yeah. Oh, didn't mean to jump there, that was a little bit scary. So, one neat thing about Valley of the Drakes is totally unrelated is there's this area over here. That's it. I mean, you can see bridge there, wall, that's it. I don't know if it's there, but it might be there that you can hear like whispers or something like that. I'm not too sure, so I don't know how that turns out. These guys you can just run by. Usually one of them will suicide chasing after you. Oh jeez, unless I get nailed like that. Damn. That sucks. Now I have to drink some Estus to get this quick little skip here. So, it looks like I'm just going to suicide, but nope. And the reason that works is because your like fall hitbox is in between your feet and not like just, it's sort of like an army man sort of thing where it's right in between your feet, so you don't have to actually land on something with your feet. You can kind of land in between it. And I have 1 humanity now, so this is going to help coming up because I'll be able to kill Manager Mildred and summon her for the fight. Also, I'm going to probably make a detour over here to grab the Wanderer's cloak, or Wanderer stuff, as well as the falchion. Not that they're necessary, but it's just nice to have. So, rest here. And this run-up is a little bit dangerous. Probably should equip the Spider Shield, but whatever. Kind of makes getting in the last episode a little bit worthless, but whatever. So, here this place looks really dangerous, but really, if you just hit that guy out of the way, you can kind of get around him most of the time. Occasionally, though, he'll get in your way and sort of make you fall off. It really sucks. I'm poisoned, which is no big deal. As long as I don't get toxic, I should be fine. Oh jeez, I'm dead. Or I'm not. Wow. That's never happened before. So we're just gonna kill this guy. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. So yeah, a lot of people think that like the poison that's toxic is the worst part about this area. But it's definitely those mosquitoes. Definitely those mosquitoes. Oh jeez. Now, before, I think some patch must have fixed it where, like, even if you blocked those darts with your shield, like, you'd still get a ton of toxic buildup, and you could actually get toxic like through 2 hits. So, and I think you could still like get hit by them while rolling. I don't know, it was a disaster, so those things were a lot more dangerous, but apparently those got nerfed at some point. I didn't really pay notice to when. So now we have our Wander outfit, but we're not going to fight Quelaag quite yet, so let's see if Thief's Mask, that, and those, and hard leather. Oh, mid-roll. Maybe take off those. Alright, so yeah, now we've got our outfit. I look a little weird because I have the large upper body type, but whatever, that's fine, that's fine. Also have a good deal of poison resistance, so the reason I'm coming over here is to get a couple more large shards of Titanite, and then once I get to, or or get through Anne Orlando, I'll be able to upgrade it to +10. Ideally, I'll have gotten one already, so I'll just have to... I'm going to kill these guys for the chance at an extra one. Anyways, ideally I'll have gotten one from one of the crystal lizards, so I could get it to +6, and I could just upgrade it in Sen's Fortress. Jeez. So yeah, these guys are a little dangerous since they can attack you in between your recovery time. Oh jeez. Well, whatever. Anyways, they can attack you in between your recovery time, so they can kind of just combo you without you, with you thinking you can still get a hit in, but in reality, you can't. I've tried a lot, and it's a pain. A good way of dealing with these guys is a bow. So yeah, see here. Oh, I got 5 green titanite shards, that's fine too. Yeah, good way of dealing with these guys is a bow, but I don't have one that's upgraded, and I don't really want to use one just in general. So now I'm going to kill these two. I got this, and there we go. One interesting fact about these leeches is their like mouths, despite like what it looks like, they're actually on the tail right there. You can see it kind of there. So I've never really looked at these things up close too much, but that area that looks like their mouth is not, which is a little bit weird, but interesting. A little bit of trivia you never probably knew. So yeah, also I came the back way through Blighttown. That yeah, anyways, that allows me to skip all the areas up above and pretty much just save myself a ton of time and a ton of struggle. So I'm going to reverse hollow here. And... alright. So now we're off to kill Quelaag. So I get invaded by Manager Mildred here, and she'll help me with the Quelaag fight. Although it shouldn't be too hard, in all reality. And she's pretty easy to parry on that rolling attack. You can also parry the one-handed R2. But she's not that big a deal, since she has no poise and low defense. She also drops the meat cleaver in about 8,000 souls, which I actually should use to level up a bit, but oh well. Oh well. Probably gonna come back to bite me. If I come over here by these pillars, I can avoid these rock throwers over there completely. I learned that before I actually came down to Blighttown, so I never really had to fight those guys. One benefit of fighting them is they drop the pickaxe, which does thrusting damage, so you can use it with the Leo ring, and I'm pretty sure it's a strength weapon. I've never actually really used it, because you don't need it to get the weapons achievement or anything like that. So here I'm going to summon Manager Mildred, and then I'm going to enter the boss fog. This allows me to skip the cutscene, and Quelaag starts with the normal amount of health, so she starts with what she would if she was just fighting me. So not only will this fight go faster, oh jeez, that was close, but I can skip that cutscene and save a ton of time. Yeah, Quelaag as a whole, pretty easy boss. Her main... oh man, your Mildred just runs into the lava there. It's completely useless. So yeah, if you stay on this like inside curve here, like, oh jeez, then I get nailed by lava. Excuse me. Come on, man, Mildred. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if she hits it again, we'll see how much damage she does. I'm kind of zoned out right now. That's another dangerous move she has, is that explosion. It hits in that area that the red was. I don't know if you saw that or not. Excuse me. But see, I'm completely zoned out, so I have to just wait till Vanity Mildred does her shit. But yeah, she does a good chunk of damage. Like, look at that. Oh, come on, lava. Don't be doing this to me. So yeah. The lava spawns... Oh god. That's another dangerous move, is sometimes she'll just sort of like... Oh jeez. Yeah. When she jumps like that, if she lands on you, you can take a ton of damage. And it's giant pain. So yeah. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. So Vanity Mildred delivers the final blow, and that's Quelaag down. All in all, pretty easy fight. But then again, that could just be because I, have done it countless times, and I have fast roll. So, I don't know. So right now, I have the option to hop down here, which I am going to do. Normally, I'd skip that bonfire in the lower bits of Blighttown and just have my warp straight up to Firelink Shrine, because that will allow me to just warp straight up there after I kill Ceaseless Discharge. So here's that slide I'm talking about. Oh, and I missed it. So yeah, if you roll at the right time, you can avoid that damage. It's not a big deal, but it's nice to avoid damage. Ceaseless Discharge, I'm gonna do the cheesy way to fight him, so, don't expect much. But he drops a ton of souls, and, he has decent armor near the end of him, so you get to watch me run, essentially. And after this, we'll be able to go to Sense Fortress, and, kill Iron Golem with the help of Iron Tarkus. Ideally, unless someone invades me, then, oh no, I'll probably summon Iron Tarkus, just because it'll take forever to do it with just a +5 longsword. Oh, I just realized I can upgrade my stuff at the Undead Parish. So, the thing to know about Ceaseless Discharge is his arm there. That's the arm he will pull out of him and shoot lava over this area here. That's actually inside of him. And those aren't his ribs, those are like claw tendril things, similar to like what's up here. And if you've played this game before, you'll notice that his eyes look similar to Manus. So if you're a big lore guy, you might take that as something similar happened to Manus that happened here. Pretty interesting. I could get closer there, but you can get nicked by that lava, and it does a ton of damage. Pretty much enough to one-shot me, especially at this health. So, pretty much this fight just consists of me running to the exit and then making Ceaseless Discharge jump off the edge. It's an easy fight. The normal way to fight him, or I assume the normal way to fight him, is to like stand in that big open area and wait for his tendril thing to slam down, and then you can wail on that a little bit and it hurts him. So one thing that sometimes happens is he'll get stuck right at that corner, way back there, and then he will just continually shoot fire at you, and it can kill you and pretty much just mess you up entirely, because as soon as you get close, he'll do a slam, and the way he's facing, his slam will hit, what is it, like, straight in front of it, like, there's no way to avoid it, and you can't block it. Oh, come on. So yeah, see I returned to the last bonfire I rested at. This will take me back to Blighttown. Ideally, I would go just back to Firelink Shrine, but, if beggars can't be choosers. So here I'm going to upgrade it a little bit by endurance, some vitality, and then just, yeah, good deal into strength and dexterity, because those are going to be our bread and butter skills. And now pretty much comes the long run / trek out of Blighttown. It's not hard, it just takes forever. So here, I got 2 shards, nice. So I'll be able to get my weapon to +7, I think. So here, no, yes, I will. You need 9 shards to get your weapon to +10, and 7 chunks to get it to +14, and then a slab to get it to +15. So a lot of people have trouble with the water wheel. I made a video on it. It was probably, I think, my first video I actually ever made. And it was how to ride this thing effectively. Pretty much just that. Instead of just being impatient and jumping off right when you think you can. That usually leads to you dying. If you just wait till you're kind of in the center of it there, you can just hop right up, or just walk right off. And it works every time. Oh, jeez. Never usually get nailed by that guy, but, you know, of course. So getting toxic tear would be bad, but not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. All I'd have to do is just keep healing constantly. And I can put this guy. The reason I'm not killing these guys is A, it takes a lot of time. And, well, not a lot of time, but it takes a good deal of time. And they don't give enough souls to be worth it. And the same, that's kind of how a lot of these enemies are in this game after you've played it a lot, is the, like, risk reward, or, well, not really risk reward, but like time investment to reward ratio is something that you kind of have to account for in a lot of your runs. So this was actually the first way I discovered to get into Blighttown. Like, I had no clue how to get there from the depths. Well, not so much from the depths, because I never found the depths, but yeah. And like everyone else who first went through the depths, I got cursed, and it was not fun. Oh wait, no, I didn't get cursed, now that I think about it. I was one of the few who was able to just stave it off. It was nice. So, the one downside to doing that elevator trick is now I have to wait for the elevator here, but oh well. And you know what? Let's put this on, since it's probably a little better. And throw water boots on the bottom, since those are better. Alright. Right now I'm not too concerned about my looks. Mostly because as soon as I get... Oh, what is it? What am I looking for? But, I don't actually know, never mind. I thought I had something in mind there, but I don't. So yeah, armor in this game is not really essential. Like, maybe your first time through, but after a certain point it kind of just becomes, you know, for looks, almost entirely. And by killing Lautrec right after killing the gargoyles, that bonfire is no longer extinguished, and there's, what's his face, his friends, so he'll be gone in a little bit. Anyways, killing Lautrec leaves that bonfire to be active, and it allows me to just sort of rest there as more of a safety precaution than anything, in case I don't know, something bad happens on the way to Andre. And so now it's pretty much just the waiting game. Initially, when this game first was released in America, and I assume Japan also, this black gold-hemmed armor was the best, like, light armor in the game, just without question. So you'd see a lot of people using that, the Grass Crest shield, maybe a mask of, like, a family mask, and the Quelaag's Fury Sword, because, I don't know why they used the Quelaag's Fury Sword, but it was just something you'd see a lot, like, and they'd always be mid-rolling too, because they'd probably have, like, crappy rings on, and, yeah, well, we didn't really know they were crappy back then, but now we do. So, with my longsword +7, I should also buy, come on, let's see here, purchase item. the Armorsmith box, because most likely I'll be making this guy into a quality character. And, I mean, I know PvP on the PC isn't that big a deal, or big a thing. I don't know, I just like making PvP builds, even if I, like, rarely use them. Especially, like, higher levels. That's why some of my PvP videos have been just level 50, because that kind of guarantees that you get invasions. So here, I have a couple options. I'll probably come back to do some of them. I could run right through all this. There's a way to get through it all without having to stop, and it's very nice. But it's a little bit risky, and if you get the timing off a little bit, you die. Or, well, you don't die, but you waste a ton of time. There we go. One nice thing about the Grass Crest Shield is it blocks a ton of magic damage. So, I'll stab this guy. I'm not going to kill him, though, with that, just that backstab, I think. Now, if I was lucky... Oh, well, he's dead anyways. So I'm grabbing those, that's my +8. This guy's going to get hit by a boulder, and it allows me to run right by. Up to the very top there, or not very top, but where that snake is standing is the, whatchamacallit, the, Ring of Steel Protection, which is, in my opinion, a pretty good ring, but not a lot of people like it. So, what I should do is wait for the... I'm going to grab the Lightning Spear here. That's one of the reasons why I grabbed the, Lloyd's Talismans. There's a little trick not a lot of people know about, is you can just Lloyd's Talisman a Mimic, and it'll open up. You can see that those aren't teeth, it's actually fingers, and the whole body is actually set in there, which is really neat. So that's that. Now I'm going to wait for this to fill up. It's going to take probably 2 more, I hope. Well, sorry, it's not there yet. 2 more. Yeah, 1 more after this. And then I can grab the Gold Serpent Ring, which makes farming and stuff a lot easier. Not that I'm, looking to farm, but if I were to get a Silver Knight Sword, that would be very, very advantageous. And right there, that's a little bit risky, trying to run past the boulder as it comes. I can do it pretty much every time, because I've, done it every time. But it's one of those things where if you miss, you're probably going to die. Those boulders are very weird, since they kind of drag you with it. The hitboxes, they're the hitboxes. Okay, so here's another trick, sorry, to cut myself off. If you time it right, you can just roll right through. That's the trick a lot of speedrunners use. And the trick to those is sort of running you see the one pendulum in front of you, and kill this guy so he won't sneak up behind me. I'm a little disappointed you can't parry that move, unfortunately. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, this is bad. Oof. Luckily I was able to kill him. Sometimes when they do that bite to slash move, it's very hard to predict sort of when it comes out, because it has a long wind-up. Ideally they'll do the stab, because it's pretty much right when they move their arm that you can just parry it. And these guys go down... Oh, Jesus! What is this? This guy never shows up. Now, these guys are very dangerous because, as you can see, they have 3 Flambergs. Or, well, 3 swords, but those 3 swords cause bleeding damage. And more... Oh, I got Flamberg, that's nice. More likely than not, this, like, one hit from all 3 of those will be enough to bleed you out and pretty much instantly kill you. So you can hear that padding. That's just this guy off to the left here. He is of no issue. Just plain and simple. So you can just run right through, and you are at no risk of getting hit by him. Or her, I should say. So here's where a lot of people, have trouble. Is they come up here, but they're not running like this, and then they get nailed by one of these firebombs. Now, if I was doing this differently, I don't know. My old strategy was just to jump across that and then grab the key to open the elevator here. But since I usually very, very rarely come back from Anne Orlando before getting the Lord Vessel, I just run straight up here and just killed the guy throwing it, as well as just go straight to Anne Orlando. That punch is a little bit dangerous, but it's pretty easy to avoid. This move is also very easy to avoid. He only does one stomp on each foot. So this is not a good position for me to be in. Because of that, if I stay in front of him, he can hit me with all his moves. But staying behind him, or kind of to the side here, okay. So here's the move I was looking for. Oh jeez, I still get clobbered. No big deal. Just come over here, wail on him until he dies. One more, there we go. And these guys drop a Titanite chunk, which I will use to upgrade my weapon to plus 15 at some point. Now ideally I would have gotten a couple chunks before from the 2 crystal lizards, but no big deal. Excuse me. So I'm going to summon Iron Tarkus here. Now, unlike Manager Mildred, he won't summon all the way. If you run back over here, we'll see if it... Okay. So, you actually have to wait for him to kind of come here. And he's a little bit finicky with what he does. You know, one thing I've never really done before is run over there before getting or killing that guy up top. So I don't actually know what happens. And he always looks to the left because he has a crank in his neck. Iron Golem, pretty easy fight. If you just run to the right there, you can avoid that 99% of the time. And then you pretty much just pick a leg and stick to it. Tarkus can solo him, so there is that. Yeah, see? Then you just wail on the other leg, and he's dead. That's another thing that a lot of people don't know, is you can make him fall off the edge. And there's that. So that's pretty much how Iron Tarkus was vanquished. What? Okay, he somehow died. I don't know what happened. Anyways, so that's going to pretty much be the end of this episode. I'm going to get to the bonfire here, and then upgrade my stuff, and my throat's getting a little raspy. I haven't drank any water yet. So, can reinforce my weapon to plus 9. Still need one more large chunk, but whatever. Upgrade my stats. Nope. Oops. What am I doing here? Upgrade the endurance. And I think that's going to do it. So it'll give you a well, what is it to send you off? Alright. See you guys next time.